first day when they played SK in the group stage. He said the reason why we just kind of collapsed and got dominated by them is we got tilted really early. We didn't play our style, and if there's anything that's going to be truly tilt-inducing, it has to be the way that Train ended, with so many clutches going the way of SK, so many opportunities for Virtus Pro. They put themselves in good positions, and if you're Virtus Pro, you have to feel like those rounds were stolen out of your clutches.
And they were. Map number 4, ladies and gentlemen, here coming up. It's the grand finals of Epicenter 2017. Virtus Pro now starting on the CT side of Cash with SK on the T side. Molotov and Smoke picked up by Fallen, and everybody set up for an A execute. Going to be a peek coming in. byali has to go massive here, and he's going to get 2 headshots in return before he finally goes down, but that might have bought a chance. And Neo with a headshot, dropping the bomb. It's left and right here. Definitely live with the map now. 2-on-2. And there will be a bomb plant. That was quick.
They've wasted. Oh my God, Snacks! It continues. coldzera, it's planted for him, and he's got a Molotov to use.
Only one left here in main. That Molotov could do so much damage. And he's looking for the opening. Here's the players right on the bomb. Hasn't really seen anyone yet. And they haven't seen him either. That Glock is not the greatest at this range. He hasn't reloaded either. He wants to go for the shot, almost taking down Taz, and he's going to get peeked. Snacks with the headshot. And they turn around for it, even without the kit. They should have this defused. What a mad round.
Yeah, they came into this one hot and ready to go, didn't they? I don't know, did coldzera not realize he had the Molotov and all the insanity, but listen, I don't know how byali recovered to hit those 2 headshots from the aim punch. I don't know how Neo did it either. That's absolutely mental, this start to this pistol round. And VP's gonna take it.
100% byali should have been down right away. There should be almost no way to recover from that kind of beginning, and yet they do. That shot from Snacks, I don't even know what that was.
Well, we wanted him to show up in the grand finals, and he has. Aggressive from SK though with that plant. They drop for an AK-47. There goes Fallen. It's grabbing the angle through the smoke. Look at the pressure on these choke points.
Yes, very well done early on. Letting furthest far into the middle could be a bit scary. You've got to be worried about getting him this much room to work with. We saw what he could do on Train once he got started. byali's got the angle, but the headshot's got to come through from Fur. That's got to feel very bad for byali, just knowing you had the read, but couldn't get the shot.
Yeah, perhaps even surprised by the AK-47 that's come out. You don't see this too often. We've seen it more and more. There's Snacks getting more information. He's spotted 2 outside of the B bomb, so I'm going to continue going for peeks. It's dangerous. The scout tags him up. He's down to 29. Might be something he thinks of swapping the M4 over. That's exactly what they do. The double peek in a connector. There's Fur. Couldn't get the second. But now SK knows the second player was out of the A bomb site. And Neo, you almost feel like he has to play this passively. He's going to stay at truck. He's going to go for the cross. There's no smoke on the SK side of things if they can get through. And, well, I think Taco just went, I think that smoke just barely covers him.
Yeah, very scary situation here. All of a sudden, VP losing a bit of control over on the A side. They do have Snacks nearby, but he's low on health. And coldzera, if he gets around the corner here, this truck play from Neo could get very dangerous. 19 seconds. Is he going to have the timing to put that Molotov down on the bomb? That's coldzera winning a fight. And a Molotov not quite going to cover everything. Neo comes in with a big shot to take down coldzera. Still a 2-on-2. But the bomb planted now. Pressure all around here. SK, and they break Virtus Pro early on map number 4. Taco wants to get close with the deagle, try and see if he can surprise someone. Shoulder peek almost gets him killed, and when he peeks back around, it's a headshot on Neo. Taz coming in with the M4 kill. Bolts, where is he? They just have no idea right now. He's all the way out in main. There's going to be a smoke there, and with the kit as well. This is not an easy kill for Bolts to get. He has to get it perfect. Taz defusing inside, and the bullets are just not connecting. Taz with a great play. That has got to be really frustrating for SK.
No, but that's got to be frustrating for VP as well. Yeah, they win the round, and thank God for it, but they've lost so much. And it'll be interesting to see. I think SK is going to keep on the pressure here. Remember, that was a round where they only really they had some upgraded pistols, but just the one AK-47. And I think with that plant and the amount of kills they got, they're just going to go for it. So early pressure on the economy of Virtus Pro. That plant had to go very, very wide to avoid the Molotov, and maybe that's why Bolts was having some trouble hitting it into the smoke. A difficult shot nonetheless, but definitely an unusual lineup. Spam through. Bolts had the angle, but doesn't want to commit to that fight. Doesn't want to do the coin flip this early in the round.
The reversed boost up into the vent, always a good idea, especially if you get the shot early on so that the T's don't hear the vent being shot out. Then maybe they'll forget about it when they get into the middle and see that the vent is not broken on the other side. It's kind of a common thing, but, you know, in the stress of the situation, maybe you'll forget about it.
SK's running low on nades, so it'll be interesting to see how they find their opening. It's going to have to be some duels won. Some smokes deployed over towards the A bomb site. Mid-round boost by coldzera. He could turn into a big lurker, but Bolts is still on the other side of the map. Player on loan playing some very lonely positions. Snacks with the UMP, tough to get this kill at that range, and now that coldzera's dropped down, he doesn't want to take the fight. Turns from the flash, there's Snacks with the fight. He's brought him down so low, and that's a big kill from Neo. Bolts tries to pounce in mid, and there it is. Snacks is going to finish him off. No, the spray doesn't land. He can't do it.
Oh my god, and somehow Cold takes down Neo. How does Cold get out of this one? He's going to take down Snacks. Almost unbelievable. He should have been dead quite a while ago. Another 2 versus 2 here. Fallen the last one left. As coldzera dies in the middle, and Fallen trying to make his way out. He's going to get 1 kill with the scout. And Taz is on the other side. He did it one time. Can he do it again? He's going to save Virtus.pro. This time with a kill on Fallen. And you can see Pasha looking almost a little bit worried there. Yeah,
he fired off that no-scope, gave away his position, was in a really tough... I do not know how Snacks didn't get that kill on Fur. Just not his round, as the bullets go everywhere but into the body of Fur. Either way, another costly round for VP, but without the plant, I don't think SK invests into this. They do get the Deagles. We've seen how deadly and dangerous they can be, so chances at getting a few kills and keeping the economy low. Here's Neo with the SMG, gonna push up close, and Fallen's gonna fire off the Deagle. There's the headshot. Bolts has gotten one, but Snacks is down low as well.
Just a little bit painful. Pasha looking for the fight. Gotta be careful about sticking around too long, although that grenade on Fur without the armor, definitely gone.
That's such a big kill to get as well. But Taco, perhaps the deadliest player on SK at the moment with the Deagle. He's been hitting stunning shots. On train, he had some big ones. He can make something happen once again, because Pasha, a lot of this is timing. You're gonna spot Taco. Oh no, he just crouches underneath his vision. This is so difficult for Pasha.
Yeah, especially because Bihali will be alone on the A side if Pasha were to go down. Taco, oh, the timing is almost with him. That would have been the opening right there. There's the headshot. Pasha going down. Taco wants to follow it up. Pretty quick aggression here. And he wants the Deagle, looking for another headshot, almost getting it. Now the M4, he's down to 30 health, and waiting for him in the middle with Snacks. And that does leave Fallen. This is a doable round with the Deagle. Even without the armor, if he could just get the first kill in, but he's gonna get sold out by Bialy. That's a very good angle, holding it. 4 rounds in a row here for Virtus.pro, but by no means easy rounds.
Yeah, and by no means do VP feel comfortable whatsoever in this game. SK is doing great damage, getting a lot of plants as well. This is huge for them. This has been probably the best start you can have when you're down 0-4. Pasha there. I don't know, it seemed like he just didn't even consider the fact that Highway could have been dangerous when he just backed right back into the fight.
Well, the timing was good for Taco ducking right on the box, so unfortunate.
I mean, there's no money for the AWP on the VP side of things. That's a huge benefit for SK. They've been able to keep that out of the hands. Remember, we talked a lot about how good Pasha played with the AWP yesterday. This was one of the maps where he was apparently just a god.
coldzera really, really quickly in the middle, not really respecting the smoke. Trying to see if he can catch that counter boost, although it's not really happening this time around. SK Gaming relentless early on with the aggression. The VP barely holding on. I do like this from Bialy, though.
Yeah, his position is allowing Neo at the moment to keep an eye on the highway, on players trying to come up, trying to peek that way. He can work with Pasha at some level, but Pasha falls. Gets pulled into a peek in mid. Fallen was just waiting for it. Over a minute left. A 4-on-5 for VP. Snacks as well is down extremely low.
Yeah, that's a big problem. They do have a 3-man stack over here, and with Bialy in main, who knows what can happen if SK try and go up the highway. It could be sort of almost a reverse fight. Taco gonna put up that smoke. The door is closed in his face, though. Neo not buying whatever Taco was selling. 40 seconds on the clock here, and they're making their way up with 3 men on highway, or at least 2 of them, one hanging back, but still We're going to need some great kills out of EV to save this round. They've done it before, but now it's looking really tricky. Taz getting shut down immediately, not ready for Fur. And Neo in the corner, a lot of trouble for him. He's going to go down even though Fur was flashed. I can't believe this. Bialy will take down one. Fur has fallen as well. Bialy with a headshot. Last couple of bullets. 20 seconds in a 2-on-2.
Yeah, and there's a flank coming in. That's from coldzera, but he doesn't have time to be this slow. He's got to get to this site. Fallen can't make this happen with the AWP. Bialy, although he's not considering the door, there's the kill from coldzera. Are they ready for Snacks? He's been waiting this whole time, and now he's going to get it. He stops the plant. coldzera's got to rush, but there's no time. Snacks is going to save the round, and even though he falls, VP gets another one. A miraculous play from Snacks.
My God. Well, the analyst said the stats only tell about half the story of even that, and they're standing in the back there the whole game.
Yeah.
They weren't ready for it.
I mean, this is why it's so possible, by the way. VP has to completely gamble on that. Down a man and Snacks has no HP. They have all 4 players at the A bomb site. That was their only chance of winning that round. And the fact that, you know, SK kills 3 people, they're just thinking there's no way that Snacks is here as well. A brilliant stack out of nowhere, but VP, their economy is still on the edge.
And they obviously know that Snacks is the B player as well, so their calculations probably, well, there's probably no way he's going to be here. That was the last A player. Let's go. Pasha, leg shot on Fallen, and does get right into the corner, so could have maybe been returned upon there.
Now, that is kind of a next level setup, because Pasha in that spot kind of baits them into thinking that, you know, if he moves out of that, likely there's no one else there. Bialy's just waiting with his back turned for a flashbang that could catch him off guard. But since no pressure comes, they'll probably consider that later on if they do fall into an A hit. Fur's going to be the one boosted this round. Fade goes a bit far to do too much to Neo. Double play and checkers as well. Bolts is still there patiently as the solo player.
Bit scary with that smoke almost about to fade. Fallen is waiting on the other side. Pasha has got the lineup against him. See what Fallen can do when he peeks for this. The flashbang to set it up. Fallen, no hesitation at all. Taking down Pasha. And now Neo, you could sort of tell, in some trouble here. He's hearing a lot of steps, and actually SK making a lot of noise. Snacks goes down. 5 versus 3. Now 2 versus 5 here. Should be no problem for SK to win the round. Even with 25 seconds, Bialy in the corner. He picks up the first kill on Bolts, who's not had a good game so far, but he's alone and isolated, and they're going to shut him down. Taco with the kill, SK on the board.
What a god-tier flashbang from SK to blind Pasha. Fallen gets legged earlier by Pasha, but he wins the battle outright in the end. And that's it. That should be the reset. So many of these rounds have been so incredibly close, there's just no money left. VP has done everything they can to sustain themselves, and it's almost incredible that they've even gotten up to 5 in these situations. But great job on the boost from Fur. Picks off Snacks. That's been a fight that's happened a couple times already. And then double checking.
It's very well done in that round.
Ooh.
It's a headshot and a half for Pasha. It looked like he would use halfway running against Fur. Still makes it happen. Virtus Pro go for a very quick boost behind it, expecting that SK maybe won't see it coming. The P250 close range, shutting down Fallen, stealing the AWP. Oh my God.
Oh my God, now look at the position of Snacks. I don't think there's any way Bolts considers this, and he does it! Somehow Virtus Pro has given themselves a huge advantage. A round they have no business winning. SK has dropped the ball here. Snacks ready for this as well, but it's a good adjustment by Cold. VP has to make sure they don't get picked apart. They still only have salvaged 1 rifle, and that's perhaps the saving grace for SK.
I'm impressed coldzera's weapon model didn't block that kill on Snacks. Maybe he's playing with left-handed, but it looked like that AK was going to block it. Either way, 2 versus 4. No armor at all on VP, and there's still 50 seconds, so they have to keep the focus now. When you get this close to bringing it right back, you really don't want to let it go. And because coldzera is still alive, you've got to expect anything can happen.
Got to be very worried. And the AWP is over at the A bomb site, so SK's actually going away from the weapon. They need to at least delay. They need to at least grab one of these kills and wait for the rotations to come. Just now, VP starting to move. Taco's held off initially. Taz trying to find a timing with the Deagle, but it's out of bullets now. It's up to Pasha. He opened up the round. Can he close it? Still alive in the bomb site. Bialy's finally here, but Pasha does go down. Taz runs in. He falls as well. It's a 2-on-2.
The bomb is going to be planted, but there is a Molotov on Neo. Can he find the angle for it? He's going to get shot down. coldzera getting the kill. And now Bialy, that smoke is going to fade, but this is almost impossible. Walking in, How does he get this shot? One bullet on his chest, and the aim punch is going to finish this round.
You don't get a kill soon. Just grab the AWP and bail out. You guys had a chance to win it. It's not going to work. But now he commits. There's no returning from this, is there? The double peek from SK neutralizes him.
What a round. The fact that SK can bring that back after losing 3 players to just an enormous amount of aggression, and somehow they slow it down and turn the round back in their favor.
Yeah.
That's very, very, very difficult.
Yeah, very, also, you have to say, fortunate as well that they go to the bomb site where the AWP isn't positioned. That could have been a much stickier situation. But yeah, obviously a phenomenal job. It's that one kill in mid onto Snacks that really opens up the map, because then the defense has to spread out very, very far.
So, Pistols, a little bit of mid presence here. For not afraid to take the fight, although you've got to be a bit careful here. You don't give too much away. You also have to build the economy on the T side, even if it's a little bit less. Fur doing a pretty good job in cleaning up in the middle. They should not be able to steal away any kind of an AK here.
Well, you want to know how he bounced back on train from 0-13. And it's the same, it's the confidence to go back onto that boost after Pasha just ripped your face off in the previous round and just take duels.
Absolutely ready for it. It would be great here for Bialy to pick up one more kill, just to make sure SK all the time have to worry about the reset of the economy. There's something, because we talked a little bit about Snacks and how he's definitely improved here at the Grand Finals. He is, in my opinion, sort of a specialist player on the B-bomb side, especially because he likes to play it so aggressively. And obviously SK are going to know this, but I will take this map almost as a measure of how much Snacks is really back in that role, because if we start to see him push out past the smokes and stuff like that, then some of that confidence certainly will have come back. Yeah,
I mean, he's even said it himself, like he just needs to find his confidence again. That's kind of what he's been lacking as a player these past few months. That would be nice to see, and also very good with the AWP when he plays it in checkers as well. Virtus Pro, still the economy. I mean, this will be great for the M4 buys. It's the alt buys that are going to be light. Snacks with no armor. He's got smoke, though, and doesn't matter. Gets the opening kill. Cold Zera through the edge of the wall. And all 4 players from SK, all the remaining players are here.
Run boost.
Yeah, I think that spam might have actually covered the footsteps of that boost.
Yeah, because that's the big problem with doing it that way. There's been a lot of discussion about the best way to get up on that boost. You know, you could do it quick, but that usually is noisier. You could do it slow, which is risky. So Taco making a bit of a jump, just wants to see if anybody's on highway covering it. Put up the smoke. But for Bialy here, this is definitely a comfortable position to be in.
Good timing on that nade. Neo finds it, not too much damage. Bialy with the smoke in main, he feels a little bit more comfortable. Turns from the flash, but not the second one. Oh, and they clear him out. A brilliant double flash, and they sink back into the smoke. Fur's got a second kill, going for more, and he's got it. He's not slowing down, Snacks is gone.
This is so impressive. Flashing in, he wants more. If anyone was going to challenge him there, who knows what would have happened. Pasha's in CT spawn waiting, but this round is already done. Fur is just an absolute monster in this game now. I can't even believe it. Quad kill for him. He seems invulnerable. And Taz will be going down last. They had a great setup with Snacks in the opening kill. Huge stack towards the A site with the boost up in the corner. And Fur just wrecks the entire defense.
Yeah, I mean, poor Bialy. I mean, the double flash comes in. He dodges the first one, turns around just the right time to catch the second one right in the face. A double peek, and I thought SK was going to be happy to just fall back into the smoke, but Fur just kept going. I think that second kill might have even been through a smoke.
How do you I mean, when you're on the CT side, it's very hard to deal with someone like Fur who's having this much of a good game.
Yeah, he's certainly not starting slow here. Probably upset about how he started on train. Made it a little difficult for his team, but he's, what, up to 15 kills now, 15 and 7. And it's only been 9 rounds.
And he wants more. This time they don't have armor, so maybe not as impressive, but still quite valuable. We already see what BP did a couple of rounds ago with just the pistols. We don't want to give anything away. Neo will take down Bolts. He, on the other hand, has definitely been struggling. But the rest of the crew will pick it up here, and Taz and Snacks should not get much of a chance to do much more. Ooh.
He's just so smart the way he gets the one kill and he waits for the next angle that he's expecting to come out. His anticipation of the second fight is second to none.
It's the end of the round, but you're absolutely right. Going to tie up the scoreline here, 5-5. with just, I mean, it looked like Virtus Pro were getting away with too much in the beginning. And SK now, they've taken their revenge. Now the real economy, I feel like that's what's going to come into play now for especially for Virtus Pro. How many buys can they get out of the rest of this half?
And the smoke had just cleared. That's so sick. The fact that he even takes this fight, right? He's already opened up the bomb site. It's like you don't even need to take that. And that little rampage, immediately VP's just like, oh, we're saving. Snack's got the opening kill here. Can he do it again? And this is a designed one way. Or maybe not a one way, but a designed smoke to be able to peer over the top corner.
Look at how he's playing this. So aggressive with the AWP. Taco wants to run him down. Oh my god, the bullet took the wall. Otherwise, Taco would have been gone. Maybe he even knows it.
The fact Snacks is taking those kinds of fight when he's the only one at the B bomb site is so insane to me. He still gets away and back in the bomb site as well. Here comes the hit. Molotov's going down, and Snacks has no smoke to extinguish these. He's forced into the back corner. Neo's going to bail him out for now, and he's trying to do more, but he can't. Taz falls as well. They still know Snacks is here somewhere with the AWP, and this is going to be so difficult. He eats a flashbang, and he's trying to hold on, but oh! The spin! Not the second, though.
Yeah, he needed that. This is one of the classic problems of playing on the B bomb side is how do you help? Either you sort of stick two people on the B bomb side, which is not always. Is he having trouble with the door?
We talked about his movement at the beginning of the show.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, once you go to once you're B player, if there's only one on there, once he's in trouble and the smoke is up on the high ground, it's up in B main. If you try and run through, you could just throw the whole round away.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you're leaving your teammate alone. It's not an easy decision to make.
Yeah, and I mean, that's why a lot of times you see like a player in vents, like you put some players in checker more than just one.
Yes. I actually thought Snacks was going to get one of the early kills there, just because how confident he seemed. I mean,
he had Taco, right? He knew that lineup. He knew a player was likely there, and I mean, he just went for the, I guess it would be called a quick scope, and the bullet just went a little sideways, didn't it?
unfortunate, but great round for SK here. Very confident, and that B execute looked very good. The Molotov's just absolutely everywhere.
And a lot of times you'll see, especially if it's a, maybe not always with an AWP, but especially if it's a rifler in that bomb site, they'll have that smoke to extinguish that Molotov, and then you can jump up on the bomb plant boxes, you can peer over it, you can be more mobile, but Snacks, remember, had uses with that design smoke and checker, so he had nothing. He had to just sit in that corner and wait for the fire to subside, and because of that, he couldn't help any of his teammates. I mean, Neo had a couple of the players frozen in Team A, and it's just Snacks could do nothing to help him out.
I don't know how you feel about this, but I definitely think you can get away on this map with just having 5 rounds on the CT side. I don't think it's great or anything, but I think I've just seen so many comebacks from 10-5 now that I need more convincing, you know?
Yeah, and well, I mean, and also if you look at SK, this isn't exactly one of the maps they're known for being dominant on. They've certainly had some stretches where they've been playing pretty well on it, but I think the scary part is when you have a map like this and you have an AWPer like Fallen and someone like Fur who's having a very good game, you can be so aggressive and so successful with aggression on the CT side. And especially an AWPer like Fallen can take those peaks whenever he wants, and especially Fur. If he's feeling it, you know he's just going to push everywhere.
Spread out all across, trying to make sure that nobody's going to be sneaking in anywhere. That one AWP on Pasha. Is that going to be enough? Big stack in the middle. Taz looked like someone who wanted to try and jump through the smoke, but SK have had enough of that.
I don't mind this idea from VP with the op on Pasha, especially because you can see he's just zoned in on boost because Fur's been propped up there so many different times. They're expecting him to go back to it. It's not going to happen here. And now he's going to rotate off over to that B bomb site. Neo's pushed out of position. And now it comes just a little bit later.
Definitely dangerous to stick your head out here if you're Fur. A lot of people on the other side waiting. Molotov actually going to force him back. Very interesting. That's the last, almost the last utility. There's that flashbang there on Bialy. Bolts hiding close. Going to take the Sprite against Taz. He will win it. But Neo will take him down, tries to get the AK, and is he going to be able to make it out? It looks like he's going to get run down by Fallen. Not quite sure. I think he was thinking someone was going to come up the boost there to try and catch him. Yeah,
the boost fight was happening, and also I think he was going to reload the AK-47. Bolts had been running low with it, so just stuck between a rock and a hard place, essentially. The shame for VP is this AWP still hasn't gotten into the action, And if it doesn't find anything here, Fur's going to be... Oh, that's an immediate headshot. You can't even fight that, can you? Bialy out in the open does win it. I was going to say the next thought for VP needs to be saving that ult, but Fur was waiting, and now Taco's going to clean it up.
Very well done. Getting the bomb plant with just 4 seconds. I was getting worried for a minute they had forgot about the objective, but they've got it all straightened out. I mean, we talked about the somewhat unknown performance of SK on LAN on this map. They're looking really good. Now, I mean, if you try and factor in the first 5 rounds there that Virtus.pro won and how close they were,
yeah,
this could actually be a very different story here.
Yeah, this could be just a beatdown for SK if any of those rounds had gone their way. But regardless, VP adding 1 to 2 more. That's all they need at the end of this half, even if it's just to break up the streak. There's that same smoke again, thrown from a different angle. No success for it this time. I think SK might very well know that Snax loves that spot.
Fallen certainly pre-firing it, doesn't even try and take a look, and now creeping past. I don't think Cold Sierra saw that. Snax going to go back and try and hide in the corner. Very close range. Great spray down from Bialy. That's a fantastic triple. And this should be easy now for Virtus.pro. Back to the basics here. Don't want to keep fighting Pasha. Gives a kill to Cold Sierra. This is how grand finals are lost. If you keep fighting now, that is unforgivable. Yeah,
well, yeah, fair play. Pasha had the angle, didn't he? Just couldn't find the shot. And there's the jump over from Cold Sierra, trying to do something special. And a couple missed shots from Neo gave him the opportunity, but Bialy's triple is going to hold strong and win VP the round. They finally get back on the board.
They definitely weren't ready for that. He was also sort of at a weird... He was just in the middle of everything.
It's a very weird angle, isn't it? Yeah.
Because he was in main, then probably they would have checked it eventually, or if he was obviously, they were looking for the other side, but they just...
I wonder if they thought they heard something. Someone made a call that someone was there, but they were just really committed to clearing out that one corner.
Taz and Pasha right now having a rough game here on the CT side, but they do pick up a round here for VP. I think that's very important. One more, and I would definitely say that's a big success for them. Again, Bialy very aggressive over on the A side. They're in main for hoping for an opening with the AWP. Gotta be very careful, and he gets blown up. Great headshot for Snax.
Oh, Bialy's been a monster, and if he can find another one here, the bomb is right outside this stairwell. Molotov to clear out vents, but that's a lot of pressure for a mid control that's not coming, and there's Cold Sierra, an immediate response. Felt Bialy had the jump on him, but the equalizer goes out for SK. They definitely know that Snax is going to be here so frequently.
Question is if they could really do anything about it. Right now they're at least keeping him in lock there, but if they go A, it could just be a retake for Virtus.pro. They don't really have anyone on the side except now that Taz is starting to sneak in there. There's a couple of players on highway as well. 45 seconds and Neo slowly climbing the ladder to get into position. The bomb, where is that going to go? It's just hovering around the middle. Very strange.
Now we know SK is very, very willing to run down this clock, but at the moment it doesn't seem like they just don't have a plan. Getting a little hectic, going to go for a late boost in mid. 2 players here, but Pasha's in the open. And again, he gets caught out. This is a number of times he's been trying to make a play, trying to find new positioning. And now Snaxy really, really has to deliver. The only one here, he gets one. Taco not able to trade it out quick enough, and there it is. Now he finds it, baits out the other shot. And poor Virtus.pro, they're gonna get reset here.
What a rough turn of events. Bomb goes down in almost the last possible second, so if anyone could have stayed alive a bit longer, and the timing against Pasha there in the middle, lingering there for just a bit too long. Neo and Taz, they need very fast kills if they want to even dream of a retake. Should be nearly impossible. They have a couple of flashbangs on Neo, but in the next 5 seconds, otherwise it's not going to happen. And that might have been the one opening there against Taco. Fallen gets the kill, and Neo has to give up on the pursuit here. It will be an 8th round for SK Gaming, moving into round number 15, last of the first half, and there's so much happening in that round. They look like they had the opening.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you can't reduce these rounds to just one kill necessarily, but Pasha has to stop getting caught out in the open like that. It happened earlier with the Deagle over towards the A bomb site. This time he's just wandering in middle, you know, with 30 seconds left in the round. You can't just get caught out. They could have peeked from main, they can peek from boost, they could swing out wide and boost, and he wasn't prepared for any of it.
Very unfortunate for Virtus Pro having to play the final round here with that loss on their back. It's going to be minimal what they can buy. C said there, UMP as well. Fallen just running right into the middle. Realizes there's no smoke. Bolts, though, tries to transfer the spray. Not going to be able to. Instead, he goes down. Bialy next in line, taken up by Fur. So 4 versus 3. What is the answer going to be for VP here at the last round of the half?
You gotta trust in Neo. Oh, Fallen with a great shot in vents. Yeah, he's just taking control, isn't he? Neo with the peek out. Finds the timing, can't complete the kill, and Fur's got the angle. He just continues moving forward, continuing to take up space that his teammates are creating for him. And very quickly, it's just Pasha with the CZ. He's the last one left in a 1-on-4. It's looking like it's gonna be 9-6 for SK going into halftime.
So many rounds that Fur just opened and closed as well. He's got 21. That's going to be 22 kills for the first half for Fur. Out of control.
Yeah, what do you do about that? Especially considering some of those, like, we've seen him get, the triple kill was on a gun round where he just comes out, gets boost, one more towards highway, then one at truck. All different kinds of fights.
I mean, the problem is, when you're on the CT side, the amount of choices you can make to try and stop someone like Fur is just very limited. You don't control where he's going to go, and your defense could just be in the wrong spot. It's so. That's why I feel like on the T side now, Virtus Pro, they're going to have slightly more of a chance to control the game and maybe just try and fight where Fur isn't.
I mean, I don't know if that'll even matter because you know Fur's going to find you. You can't run from him forever, Anders.
Well, let's get into the second half here. If you're just joining us, then a big welcome. It is map number 4 here at the grand final. Second half coming up. Taco in position on the B bomb side and realizing this could get very bad indeed. Cold Zero already goosed on the bomb side. He's going to be going down. Taco low as well. And he gets dropped. Neo and Pasha with big openings. Picking up the USP as well. Fur getting one headshot. But that's all he's going to get. Bialy takes him down and Bolts now. 1 versus 4. That is a bit of a power play from Virtus Pro, but a perfect start here in a must-win map for them.
What other kind of play would you expect out of them? Just a rush at the B bomb site. Bolt's doing what he can, but there's just too many angles. Try and make his way in a second time, and he's got Snacks low, but that's just another difficult spot to clear out for him now that Snacks has made it to that choke point. Dropping down, he gets it, but the other two find him. And for all you viewers out there, if it makes you feel any better, even pro teams struggle to stop a B rush on Cash.
Yeah, we all know that feeling, that sinking feeling when you see everyone jumping past. Especially bad if you have the AWP and you miss the shot on the first guy jumping. You're like, oh.
You always feel like you can make that run back to the bomb site, don't you? You always think it's closer than it actually is.
Definitely a little bit scary. Couple of Glock shots was all it took. Now we do have armor, except for Fallen and Taco. Deagle's in play, and some smokes to try to put a bit of pressure. Snacks wants to lead the charge with a UMP. Almost the peak there for Cold Zero. Could have worked out. Bit of a famous position with a deal there for Taco. Just nothing but headshots if you can make it work.
He's hit some stunners today. VP's got to be careful. And yeah, they heard 2 Deagles ringing out, and they don't want to mess with that whatsoever. They're going to reconvene to the other side of the map.
Where Fur is.
Yes.
Gotta be careful.
Where Fur is, and he's got a CZ. Bialy is going to take an angle. I think Bolts might have spotted that, but realized he was holding it, waiting for that peek. It's up to Fallen now. There's the jump. He gets the info, but I don't think he liked the result.
No, definitely not feeling very welcome in the middle. Long range for Bolts trying to control that highway. Feels like Virtus Pro want to reconvene on the B-bomb site, where now there is a bit of a push-up from Taco. He's close with the Deagle. So not an easy spot to play. This is one of those one-and-done kind of situations. If you don't get the immediate headshots, then you're not going to be alive for very long. Neo sneaking close. Pasha looking to blow up the vents. That's going to distract a little bit. Flashbang right in his eyes, and Taco's gone. And Fallen next in line. Good opening for Neo.
I don't think VP designed that to be that perfect, but the vents breaking caused Taco to transfer his gaze right into a flashbang. That's doesn't make you too happy. Nades out. I think Bolts and Fur just save these weapons. Fur's already in T-spawn, hoping maybe someone just falls back into him. But Bolts definitely, that deal can do some damage in the next round.
Every little bit matters. Fur looked like he was almost going to get killed immediately. Eventually, Snacks will get the job done, so just Bolts left to try and save it. I feel like, and maybe it's just because there's so much on the line here, but you can almost feel that both teams are starting to slow it down a bit. And I feel like this always happens then. The last run of this half is probably going to be completely electrifying.
Just mental.
Yeah, but I feel like it happens because nobody wants to make a mistake, right? No one wants to be the first guy to give up a kill in a round.
Yeah, and you definitely don't, especially in the anti-ecos, the anti-force buys against the pistols, that's when it gets very scary. Considering as well, the way that second half started, VP just doesn't want to get into that economic struggle, even though, you know, it's easier to do on the T side. Just don't even want to mess with it. Get wrecked.
See how this unfolds. Really, really good timing. Avoiding any kind of Deagle madness out of the SK team. 8-9. Another strange round here for SK without the armor and the pistols. Just that one Deagle on bolts. Let's see how this unfolds.
And one flashbang on Taco. It's for an A main peek. Here it comes. How effective is it? Taz not blind at all. There's Pasha chiming in with the AK. Good idea, and VP is ready for it.
So avoiding the damage early on here, that's obviously going to be great for VP. A grenade right in Bolt's face and somehow still gets a headshot. Wants a bit more. Can't get it against Bialy. The scoreline tied up, 9-9. Now it's down to business. This is the really big test for SK Gaming. Can they make this defense work on the CT side? They've got the rifles. They're not going to have a great amount of them, but it could be enough.
I'm interested to see the aggression. What would they bring out in this opening round? How do they want to set the tone on their own defensive side? Great job by VP. Actually, none of them really blinded by that flashbang, so sitting in some pretty good positions. So the AWP on Fallen, it's glass cannon, and it's going to be in mid.
They're going to go for the boost. It looks like they will. See, this is what I said. This is very risky to do. If anyone shoots through that smoke, they could get the kill very quickly, but it looks like no one will. Oh, Bolts is going to go down. There was a second line of fire, and that's a big giveaway, but no one's checking it. First, the line up here. That's the bomb drop. Taz goes down. Fur with a big double. Finally gets taken out. Bialy with a kill. Pasha taking down Fallen. And Cold Zero and Taco, they have an M4 and a UMP. This is not a great set of weapons to go for the retake with. Can they do it?
They've got utility. They've got nades to work with, Molotov, smoke, and 3 flashbangs. Now they've got the both rifles, the UMP's traded out, and they're setting up. Oh, that flashbang bounces off. Bialy in the site, and Pasha in A main.
Smoke and the Molotov could be absolutely pivotal, but Bialy getting one more headshot in. Cold Zero, last alone. In a 1 versus 2, he goes for the spray, but Pasha will take him down. Great triple in the round here for Pasha, who's had a rough game on this map. That's Virtus Pro taking the lead again after a very, very long time. They're back to 10.
Listen, and as well, VP has won both pistol rounds, obviously, and strong starts to both halves. 5-0 in the first half. It's 4-0 at the moment in the second half for them. And the money is building up. Fur was almost the nemesis in that boost. The flashbang came out just as Taz was looking up there, and Fallen gets caught out in the open. That was deadly stuff. And now a scout in Fallen's hands. Deagle's still on board. But really, VP has done a great job on their terror side of not taking damage in these rounds. And Taco's got to fall back, but Snacks isn't going to let that happen. The Mac 10 rings true. Cold Zero on the ground. Taz turns the corner. He falls as well. They need to trade this. It's buying time. Colts is here with the Deagle, but he gets dropped immediately.
It's that moment of hesitation when you see that it's Cold Zero on the other side of the wall that makes you wonder what a headshot from Fallen. Catching Neo looking the wrong way. Oh my god. Don't do it. Don't let him have the 1 versus 1. He's going to get shut down from Bialy. So incredibly frightening.
I thought that was going to be a headshot on Pasha. I thought that was going to be a one-on-one.
I thought it was going to be one on Bialy before that. These Brazilian players, they're just off the chart right now. You can sense that any mistake that you make, I mean, even this from Cold Zero, if just one more person dies here, if he's got another chance, then who knows? Double up back in the hands of SK Gaming. Let's see what they can bring us. 11-9 the scoreline. We are nearing the end of this second half here on the 4th map, and SK probably do not want to play a 5th.
One off is at the B bomb set in Cold Zero's hands. The other AWP, we know how strong this setup can be on the CT side of Cash. It's in mid, it's in Fallen's hands. And who else but Fur to play up close? And ooh, that's, yeah, you deserve that one. The jump back is not necessary. Molotov to force Cold away. Snacks is gonna go right through it. He just doesn't care, does he? Headshot right onto Cold Zera. Taco feeling lonely in the bomb site, and Snacks is gonna continue forward, but no, actually first stops him. Great recovery. It's traded out by Bialy into a 3-on-3. Plenty of time to slow things down if you're Virtus Pro. And Bialy the headshot, he recovers in time. Now it's Fallen's turn. He's got to hold this truck.
It's a good chance there. Taking down Bialy. Still got 45 seconds, and now, weirdly, Taco's running in the back. Did Neo hear it? I think maybe he did, and maybe that's the reason Taz is running in here, because they certainly know where Fallen is. What a ton of events. Neo turning around at the wrong time, but he gets a second chance at life somehow. This is a mad round. 30 seconds now, and Fallen up on the high ground, trying to get into the site, has not been spotted yet. The bomb only just planted. Fallen wants to go for the peak, and now he's definitely been seen. Grenade gonna chase him back. And Taco seen on the other side. It's gonna come down to the duels here. Neo crouching in against Taco, sees the gun barrel. He wants to go back for more. Fallen coming in from the other angle. The timing is unreal, and Taco gonna get the one shot. Now it's all on Taz. 1 versus 2. He has to stay alive and get this. A lot of damage put out already. He misses the spray, and Fallen will take him down with a USB. SK win a critical round. Double up investment, and they barely make it out here. No kit being picked up. The defuse happening for a very long time, and it's going to be the last possible second as well. Oh my God.
That was not a guarantee, was it? We talked about Neo and how he's so good with his timings and how fortunate he gets sometimes when he's peaking, but that round was all unfortunate timings. He turns away just at the wrong moment in mid to allow Taco to get the flank, gets in towards vents, and then it's just barely missing a couple more. But VP have a chance to do exactly to SK what was done to them in the first half, and that is you have the economy still on a knife edge of the CT side, and the double up setup it's so expensive. And you could see SK buying into it, salvaging at least one of the AWPs, but still they can punish this.
That's so aggressive. Smoking up main, pushing in behind. It's very common for people to check this, but you do have the high ground advantage looking over the smoke there, and you could see it. Pasha so ready for it. What a read. As Cold Zero also went down to Fur. 5 versus 3, and this is an absolute catastrophe for SK Gaming. If they lose this round, the economic impact is going to be massive.
At this point, it almost feels like, I don't know how SK would want to do it, but you almost want to get the AWPs at each of the bomb sites. Just give yourself a chance. At least gamble stack. The trouble is there's just so much time left in the round. Fallen's going to get neutralized. He goes for the jump over. Has he spotted anything just yet? I think he kind of will, but he doesn't reveal his position. Bolts with the UMP has a lot of work to do with this A bomb site, especially if they wrap. If anyone can save him, it's Fallen, though, with this AWP. And actually now they've condensed the defense. Now Taco's here as well.
It'd be a miracle if they win this round. 40 seconds, 2 AWPs, any missed shots, and it's going to be over. Fallen flashing his way through, getting the kill, and falling back through the smoke. Unreal. And now Bolts with a kill on Bialy. It's going to be one in return at least, and Taco goes down. Fallen with a shot. 25 seconds here, but the bomb will be going down. Taz cannot be stopped in that. And now it's a 1 versus 2. Do not challenge him. Stay back, stay away, don't give him the chance. He's hoping so badly that they're going to come and peek him. But without any utility, to get on and defuse that bomb is going to be near impossible. And he's so patient. Nothing being given here by Virtus Pro. When you see Fallen do something like that, it's hard to even explain, isn't it? He's going to have to fall back. He had to rely on VP giving him that chance. 12 rounds for Virtus Pro. My God, Moses.
Oh, that was so intense. The fact they almost bring that back. The way he just flashes through the smoke, gets 1 kill and falls away, it's incredible. I don't know how many other people could have actually survived in that scenario. Bialy leading the way for VP, 23 and 15. Not for anything, but he also had a bunch of money in the bank. Fur, on the other hand, still on a tear, leading the entire server, 26 and 18 for him. That's the reset. And even though they're going to invest in this round behind the AWP, they don't have a lot to work with, and they certainly don't have anything to fall back on. This is a great chance for VP to grab control of this match in a big, big way.
Pushing us closer to the final and 5th map. They're trying. Flashbang right in Cold Zero's eyes. Nothing that he could do, and they almost take down Taco. Hiding with a deagle. Fireworks all around him. Not an easy position to be in.
A lot of players for VP here, and Snacks is just waiting for Fur. Taco, this is going to be a tough time for him. Molotov, and actually they're going to boost right into it. Snacks hopping in there to watch the flank. The Ollie's still over at the A bomb site as the Virtus Pro chants ring out from the crowd. They love what they're seeing so far. Patience out of VP as they have a big advantage. And that nade, it's going to be a team nade. Fur didn't get the memo. Taco trying to make a play. Or maybe Fur thought it was the flashbang. That would be actually hilarious.
Calling in the airstrike a bit too soon.
Danger close, broken arrow.
Oh, man. I mean, he was probably dead anyway, to be honest, but still, for reflecting on the horror of what he just did, gets shot in the back, obviously traumatized for life, as Fallen is now alone and trying to make his escape with an incredibly valuable AWP.
Listen, we need to make a mental note to ask Fur if he thought that was the flashbang.
Oh, man. Oh, Pasha. He's got it figured out. One chance for Fallen to survive. This AWP is incredibly important. They're all coming for him.
Yeah, he's calling it the cavalry.
Got him. Flashes are in. Knife is out.
No!
Oh my god! But Fallen is still gonna go down. Pasha wanting a piece of Fallen, literally.
They had like 3 people with knives out in that round. They really, really wanted it.
Psychological warfare on top of everything else. Why not? Get into their minds and get on that 5th map. Cobblestone as the deciding game. We are very close. Tactical timeout, the first here on Cash being drawn for SK Gaming. This is turning into a historic grand final.
Yeah, it absolutely is. This has been insane the whole way. Both teams, both players on each team making incredible plays to keep their squads in it. And VP, it's taken them, I mean, they started out so well, 5-0 in the first half, and then it was all SK for a while. Finally, VP has wrestled control away from them once again on this T side. Neither team able to really keep any kind of consistent defense going. Remember, it was 9-6 at half. SK's only had 1 round.
And once again, they have not had the economy to really do much. It's so rough to watch it happen again and again, but Asher wanting to take the fight. They will have done the math, Virtus Pro. They know that there's not much going on. That's a very cool flick coming out. Asher looks dialed in all of a sudden. Fur getting the headshot, but he's isolated, and there's going to be a grenade to follow up soon. He actually gets a strafing headshot as well. Again, without the armor, they are going to fall.
Just fallen. And the question for SK that they probably talked about during that timeout, during that pause, was do we buy in the next round? This is, I mean, they invested in, this is a pretty harsh reset. I don't know what they're going to be able to buy if they actually want to fight for this. They might just have to give it up and play for overtime. And these are the tough questions that there's usually not a great answer to, and especially not in map 4 of a grand final.
No, I mean, I'm not even sure you could make an objective answer, right? You almost have to, you have to be in the team and get like a sense for the atmosphere. You know, what are people feeling? Do they have the spirit to come back, or what's going to happen here? They've gone for the M4s.
Yeah, they've got more money than I expected them to. This is, I mean, definitely the right decision to buy with this kind of arsenal you're bringing to the table.
No defuse kit though. Do want to point that out. Grenade comes through, aggression comes out. Taz, he can't see a thing, but Pasha somehow covering him. If Fur goes down, the 1 kill you want every single round. I have no idea how Taz is still alive. He should have been sprayed down almost immediately.
That was so cool from SK, the way they disguised that flashbang coming in with the nade and just going for it, disguising sound as well. And Taz probably resigned himself to death.
Yes.
And now you can see a small bit of desperation for SK stacking over to the B bomb site. They're going to bust it up now, bring Taco back to A. That's likely because Fallen's HP at 15. Tough area to battle with low HP.
But they almost have to take a risk now. They've done it as well, stacking 3 men on this side. Let's see what Virtus Pro can do. The grenades raining in. Close to the forklift is Taco. He needs a strong opening. He's going to get drop bolts with 2 in return. There is a soft player as well. He could pick up Taz if he's quick about it, but Neo will take him down, and now they're on the bomb side. 40 seconds left, and Fallen, he goes down right through the smoke. And Cold Sierra, is he really going to try it? A stunning headshot, electrifying, taking down Neo. And now he's up on the E-box. He wants to look over the smoke. He needs 1 more kill to really try this. And they're not showing themselves just yet. Again, no defuse kit. He has to be quick. Jumping up, getting shot in the feet. Taz takes him down. It's map point now. Virtus.pro at the edge of bringing this grand finals all the way home.
You really felt like coldzera could do that. A disgusting shot on Neo. Very, very quick reactions, but that is a very, very nice execute. The immediate kill on the forklift player was huge. And that was so dangerous, though. I forget who it was from SK, sprayed down 2 players. And then you could see Taz with low HP, like wanted to take the fight, but realized he couldn't. It was Snacks who had to initiate from the door.
Yeah, all the time so close. Quick trade early on. Scout versus AWP. And Pasha goes down. Snacks, though, picked up a kill. He's getting smoked off for a moment here. Weaponry heavily favoring Virtus.pro here in what could be the final round. SK fighting for overtime, which we've been here before, and it worked out before. This time it seems even more unlikely. Fallen gonna get a body shot in on Neo, who can't even chase him down. Fallen so quick with the movement. And now, are they going to go for the counter boost? They're stuck on top of each other. They'll just make it out. Not sure about Fallen. He still takes down Neo. Oh my god, SK, they should not be getting this close. He gets one more tag in. And Cold getting the spray, following it up. The MP9 defeating the AK-47s. It's all on Snacks. 1-on-2.
Surely not. He's got a player in vents immediately behind him as well. He's got 50 seconds and he decides to just give it up. Reposition himself with an AK-47. He's got plenty of time, and Fur hears all of this. Calmly directing his teammate over to the A bomb site. Snacks, I think, is just trying to beat the rotation, doesn't care about the noise. And now he's got to fight his way in. He's found Fur, but now he's found his opponent. It's the wrong way at the wrong time. 11th for SK.
I mean, good attempt from Snacks, what can you do? But the fact that Fur could hear him running, and if you're brand new to the game and you're wondering, why is he sort of tracing him through the wall? Obviously, he can't see the outline.
Yeah.
It's to get a sense for the directional audio. He wants to know if he's moving left or right, essentially, and it's so much easier if you're pointing at the source.
By the way, the hidden gem of that round, maybe not even that hidden, Fallen, that is
My god.
God-tier performance. Like, quick thinking, he's boosting coldzera into the vents, and he all of a sudden realizes that VP's actually pushing the envelope, and you have to decide in a split second what you do. Do you continue the boost? Do you risk it? Do you fight? Do you fall back? He even gets a kill on top of it, but then he baits VP into that B hit right into coldzera's crosshairs.
Yeah, he got 2 kills that round and a tag on Taz, right? So with just, and yeah, Neo he tagged earlier on as well. So he just so much damage put out with 1 scout. Listen,
the next tough part for SK is there's a lot of money built up on this VP side. I mean, Taz is up towards 7,000. Everyone else is going to be able to have a, I mean, especially if they get a plant, they'll be comfortable with the buy. So there's some money to burn through on the VP side. They have at least 2 to 3 more buys in this, probably 2 more buys in these last 4 rounds. Oh, God.
Fur wants to go aggressive. The timing, it's uncanny. They have absolutely no idea. Fur pushing in. He's seen Neo already. Gonna try and take the kill and just run up behind him. Neo, can he communicate it quick enough? No! Fur gets 1 more kill, goes for the long distance spray. It gets taken out by Snacks, who follows up with a kill on Fallen. Bolts still hiding in the corner. He's gonna get 1 on Bialy. Snacks now all alone, 1 versus 3. Gets the first kill. And this time he's got a bit more time. Goes for the plant, but now he's stuck in the corner. coldzera has him locked in. Flashing his way out. Snacks wants to go for the fight, and it's a headshot. coldzera bringing it back, 15 to 12.
Smart from Snacks, though. Just get in and get the bomb planted. Get that extra $800. Give your team more money with which to work with in the next round. See what you can do from there. Fur, now this is where it gets really, really touchy. Most people, you mentioned it, start of this half, both teams perhaps playing a little bit cautiously, but now that we're down to the stretch, this is where if you have the balls to make those kinds of plays, there can be a big, big payoff in the end.
Yeah, I think there are people who pay money to have first balls right now, because that's too much. But you're exactly right. To make that play in an online game, best of 1, yeah, sure. But this deep in a grand finals, that is absolutely not easy. 15-12. 28th round is coming up now. Very laid back defense here for SK. All over. A retake, in fact, on A in case it was going to be a rush.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if you're SK, you have to be very wary of the rushes to end this game. We know it's a VP favorite. The uppercut, we've started to call him.
Yes.
AWP on Pasha. This is a very slow, conservative round for both teams.
Everybody knows now. One single opening, one mistake. That's all you're going to get. There's still a buffer here, but I don't think it's going to be on VP's mind just yet. But if we go into overtime, my God.
Yeah, that's when PTSD really would kick in, wouldn't it?
Yes.
This is actually kind of dangerous for Pasha, just playing right behind the smoke. Nades out, it's going to go too far. Fur's going to get close. The timing, though, isn't going to be there. I think they've thrown out enough nades to delay just as long as possible. Spray from Fallen, he's at the highway box. When does Fur pounce? There's Pasha, gets the kill.
Oh no.
Fallen peeks out too wide.
And Fur needed that backup. Now he's alone, he sees the shadow, and he's going to go down to Bialy. Check in the corner. 5 versus 3, another 3 kills. And map number 5 will be coming up.
They're going to go towards B, though, and there's 2 players here for SK. Are they going to clear out this back box? It's coldzera, the exact wrong player you want in this spot.
Flashed in by a teammate, gets a quick kill. He couldn't follow it up, and Taco's alone. AK-47 and so much work to do. He's going to get one more headshot. Oh my God, 6 seconds left. Taco, finally he's down, but there's no time. They can't get it back. Snacks still gets the kill. Oh my God. 5th map coming up. Virtus Pro survive. I cannot believe it.
This is absolute madness. Snacks with the flank call. They had the manpower for it. 3 people hitting the B bomb site, and Snacks saves the day with 3 seconds left. What an effort from Taco.
That 180 was so quick, you couldn't even catch it. But they make their way through. Overtime is avoided. And that means we're going to go to map number 5, ladies and gentlemen. Cobblestone to end this incredible saga.
Taz and Neo having an intense conversation as they leave the booths. One last map. How does it get better than this?
Well, we're going to have to find out on Cobblestone, I think. That could be a very interesting... I haven't seen much Cobblestone in this tournament at all. So